everyone. This is Elizabeth. Hi, how are you doing? Linda G and Terry Cooper. Hello, hello. And Miss Jenny G. Hello, hello. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? So, Debbie J, her internet said, and is being bad. So, I figured people might be waiting to go live with her and I. So, and she's like, just take the time slot. So we're here. We're here because Debbie J cannot be. But we're going to make a card. Well, she's there in the Chatty McChattersons. Hi, Debbie J. Maureen Pryor. Hello, hello. So we're still going to make the card that's in my head that was going to be for Debbie J's channel. But we're going to make it here on my channel by myself. Upload is sucky. So I have a pile of stuff. And my little idea. That's my little idea. We'll see. We'll see if we can get it to work. I'm going to set my idea right there on the garbage. Not in the garbage, but on the garbage. And then I've got a watercolor piece of paper. This is the Smooth Watercolor Cardstock by Simon Hurley. I know. This card is hopefully going to be that great that we're using our Simon Hurley cardstock. Our watercolor cardstock. And then I've got just extra papers for extra things. Honestly, don't know what this paper is. It's not labeled. It's not my accent opaque. I don't know. Videos editing. Yeah. So, we're gonna make like a 5x7 today. Because we got a lot of stuff to stuff in this card. So I need to cut this down. It's a 5x7. It's going to be a 10x7 piece of paper. 10. So I need to take an inch off. I need to take an inch off of that way. Right? Because I don't want to get my big chopper out. So there's our inch. So there's 10. And then we still... Terry Cooper, right? I did my first YouTube live last night on Card Chaos. I don't know who that is. Linda, send me a link in Messenger. I go watch it. Terry Cooper. So, Spectrum. Let me tell you. Because Friday, Twitch day, my Twitch cut out so many times. And then I was like, after the live, I went to my room and I was trying to listen to Spotify. And it kept cutting out. And so I called them. And mind you, Friday, before the live and after the live, I unplugged those devices and plugged them back in. So I called Spectrum again. I'm like, look, it's brand new equipment. Come fix this. So Spectrum sent out a tech. The tech checked all the lines. And he says it looks good. It all looks good except the modem box. Is it the modem that looks like a book? The one that looks like a book was not doing its job. So he gave me a new one. Another new one. But a new one, not a refurbished new one. Yeah. This is 8.5, but we need it to be 7. I have forgot what we needed it to be by. That's 7 right there. 5x7. 5 by 7. 5 by 7. And this is 5.5, I think. Yep, there's 5.5. So there's, I'm going to take it a quarter off. So there's 4 3/4. And then 7, which would be 6. 1, 2, 3. So then we'll have a nice little border. Okay. But yeah. So, why am I putting that on the floor? You guys, all I gotta do is turn around and put it away. And here I am setting it on the floor. What the heck? Yeah. Anna Marette, hello, hello. So let's fold the card base. I like to score it. Behold the scoring board. Oh, you guys, you know what I found out? You guys know what I found out? My little bone, well, it's a plastic. I don't know if it's bone, but you know, it's a bone folding tool. 5 by 7. Fold that down the center. This works on my scan and cut screen. I can use it to type because I lost the teeny weeny little bitty, I don't know where it's at. I don't have a clue. It's gone AWOL. Got a special package in the mail this week. Got bombed with butterfly confetti. Oh, how fun. Post a link on Facebook or Discord unless you can post it here. No, she is not an admin. You gotta be an admin to share linky links. Because I have that turned off so trolls can't post their stuff. But yeah, so and this is so much nicer to tap on my scan and cut. So much nicer. Just so you know, if you don't like the little bitty one that comes with the Brother Scan and Cut, you can use one of these. It's a multitasking tool, and I can find it. Like, it sticks up and knocks things out. Okay, so we're gonna save this chunk of watercolor paper, not this piece. Well, maybe that piece. I don't know. I'm just gonna put them right back in my storage for that, which I got new storage for that. That just came too. Okay, 5 by 7. There's our doodad. Okay, are we ready? Oh, I forgot my... No, we'll do Lost Shadow. It's fine. It's fine. We'll do that. We'll do that. Because I want a watercolor. You guys. I want to watercolor my trees. That's why we have watercolor paper. And we've got, oh, you guys, the whimsical woodlands, whimsical woods. Who's left-handed? Me? No. But I can use my left hand. My dominant hand is my right hand, right? That's a L. But we're gonna use whimsical woods because, well, it's fabulous. But we're gonna emboss it. So we're going to get our stamping platform. Come hither in. Okay. Stamping platform. We're going to put that there. Okay, we're going to put that one. We're going to make sure it's hanging off. I don't know if this will work, but let's hang you off. Okay. We're going to give it a go. And it's a Halloween card, so I don't care if little specks get all over. Mr. Simon Hurley! What? He is. Hey, how are you doing? Yes, Whimsical Woods is fabulous. It's, you guys, it's even got a little bitty mushroom. In case you guys didn't know. But we're going to do this, and we're going to get, I'm thinking, normally I would do a black line and then emboss it, but Lost Shadow is kind of a gray color, and I think it would be fun to have our trees in kind of a gray color. We'll see. I mean, it's just paper, right? Granted, it's our Simon Hurley watercolor paper, but it's okay. We can use the other side. It won't all be wasted. We can use the other side if we mess it up. If it doesn't look good. But I'm going to do my Versamark and get this little scraggler out of there. Versamark. And then, because Lost Shadow is a glaze. So, it's not, it's kind of see-through. And I think it'll be fun when we watercolor the trees in brown and their outline is kind of different. And then we're just going to tip our stamp and see if it's all nice and glossy, to see if we got all of it nice and inky. And then we're going to lock our platform into place. Now, if you're using red rubber, you'll see that a lot of people take this mat, the stick mat it comes without, and they do have another style of stick mat that's much thinner that goes into the bottom, but this works for me just fine. I just make sure I lock it into place and then I press. And that's how I do it. That's how we do it. This is how we do it. You guys know. You guys know, right? Okay, so we're going to put a lid on that because we don't want powder in our Versamark. And it's watercolor paper. CPR, people. Gotta give it some life. Give it some life. Okay. I think... Oh, it's on there. The watercolor paper, even though it's smooth, it still has a little bit of texture. So I was like, where's, you can't see the Versa. But it's on there. It's on there. So we're going to peel. We're going to scooch that to the side. And we're going to hopefully emboss and not get embossed stuff everywhere. Oh, look at that. Look it. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, I'm so happy we picked that. Look at how nice that is. And again, I don't mind if I get little specklies everywhere. This is going to be a Halloween card. So, and you know, it could be a bug. It could be a bug. How do I want to do this? Oh, look at Lost Shadow. The glazes, whatever glaze you get, right? It's going to go over your ink and make it shiny. And because it is transparent, whatever color is underneath it, Do you hate it when that happens? Like, why? Lost shadow. We've lost some shadow. These are my little avocados. My happy little avocados. Anna Moret, she graciously, so graciously, donated so I could get them because I couldn't afford them. And I was whining. I was whining that I couldn't get my nails done. And she made me stop whining. We're going to try and save some of this. Because it is quite a bit. And there we go. We just saved a little bit. We saved it. And then, I love embossing powder, but it's almost as bad as glitter because the little powder stuff gets everywhere. But we'll do. Halloween is perfect time to practice new things. I know. And then we're going to get our heat tool off its new little hook. Maybe. Okay. You guys, please tell me. Please, that is just going to be hilarious. Just a second. My nail tech, you guys, it's like Beetlejuice over here. We mention something and something turns up. That was my nail tech asking if I want my nails done. But I gotta pay bills, so I don't know. Well, I always want my nails done. We're gonna warm the back. And then go to the front. I think I overheated it. I haven't done that in a long time. Yeah, I overheated, so it's not shiny right there. My bad. You use Distress Glaze for the first time. It's lovely, isn't it? You ordered the thin sticky mat too? Yeah, I'm okay without that. Question is, did I heat emboss? So, I tell you, I'm a little leery about the center of this tree. The dots don't look sticky or shiny. The dots don't look shiny. I might have overcooked those too. But it's okay. It'll still work. It'll still work. It's hard to see. It's hard to... You let go. But we got it, I think. I think we got... Look how pretty that is. Isn't that pretty? And if you did these trees with the lost shadow on black, it would be like tone on tone. Okay. But we're using white watercolor paper today. And we're gonna get... It's so dusty. So dusty. We're gonna get the dusty bits out of our way. Okay. And then we're going to do some watercoloring. And I pulled out my woods. Look at those. Look, we have another shadow. We're gonna use the browns and the blues maybe. And I brought out these blues just in case we needed something darker, because this one has some nice blues in it, like that for a night sky. Woo! Woo! Whimsical Woods. Do you guys have this stamp? It's so lovely. You can put it for all your critters, all the years. All the years? No. Nice. Sandy Whisker. Okay, so I'm gonna get those. I'm gonna activate the watercolors, and then I'm just gonna mist. I'm gonna mist that a little bit, and then I'm gonna get a nice roundy brush, and I'm gonna get some water. And then we're gonna paint some trees. Oh, look it! Yes! Oh my goodness. Oh, that's so nice. Nothing fancy. I'm just scrubbing some color onto this. And it's kind of keeping, the embossing powder is keeping my color, as long as I don't cross the line. Don't cross the line. Look at that. Just makes it easy peasy, right? A nice stamp, some good watercolors. You could definitely use your re-inkers. Just remember, re-inkers are not watercolors, and they need extra love because they're super duper concentrate. So you gotta add some water. You gotta add some water to re-inkers. Then we'll go in with a little bit of detail, a little bit of shadowy bit here. that's nice. Oh, this reddish tree. Look at that. Just so lovely. Get some more brown in there. Maybe this brown. A reddish tree. I think he's pretty cool. We'll get a little bit of gray on this one, just to shadow out that side, and then we'll go in with this one. I think just get a little bit darker, a little bit too much, but that's okay. We'll clean our brush and pull some of that out. Son is gonna get ready to cook some dinner. There we go. Ooh, look at that! Look at that! So easy. Ooh, I want to darken this up a little bit. A little stump. Oh, that's nice. That's good. That's good. Aw. We missed part of the tree right there. I tell you, that's all right though, because we're going to have some elements. We'll just cover it up. Or we'll just make it like it's broken. It's no biggie. So we'll just do like a little dark area there. We'll get it extra dark. And then we'll just bring it down. Fill it in. See that? Looks good to me. This watercolor paper is really nice, by the way. So if you have nice floral stamps and stuff and you just want to stamp in watercolor, yeah, this could be your go-to for that. It's nice. Take some of that water off. Get a little bit more red in there. And I'm by no means a watercolor expert. I just do what makes me happy. I know, right? We're going to be playing with bats and ghosts today, though. No critters. Yeah, if you guys, you just paint whatever makes you happy. And I use my paintbrush like a pen. I don't know if you know, I hold it like a pen. There's techniques to holding it. And I don't know, you guys. I just do the things. We're going to do this tree. But I think we're going to add a little bit of yellow. A little yellowy kind of tree. And hello, Ms. PJB Stampa. How are you doing? We'll just get this in here, and then we're going to do some stamping and stuff for our little parts. Moving parts. That's what we're going for today, is some moving parts. We'll see how it goes. This is a nice color. Almost sand-like. Almost sand-like. Bats and ghosts. Well, bat is a critter, but a ghost, I don't know if a ghost is. And then we're going to get a little bit of, I don't know what color that is. Oh, it's a green. But we're going to plop it in there to give it our shadowy bits. Because we can do whatever we want for our shadowy bits. And we'll go back into this and kind of blend it. I like it. I like it. And then we have this nice dark because that one is like behind them all, right? I put a little bit of black down, or that shadow color, and then added some brown to it to darken it up, which actually looks really nice. There we go. And then we need, we'll do our grass. And that'll do. And then we need some sky, which I want to do that 134. I think that's going to be nice. We're going to dab a little bit of water on there. And then we're going to add some water to this so that we can get our sky moving. Adding quite a bit of water, you guys. Is it too much water? Possibly. Are we going to still do it anyways? Absolutely. And we're just going to dab that in there and let it do sky things. I don't know. Bloomin' wondrous things. Look at that. And then we'll go in with 143, maybe this one. Put in a couple of dabs of this darker one. Well, that's nice. Look at that. Sometimes I'm really happy with how things turn out. Ooh! And we gotta kind of redo that in these. If we put too much water, we just dry off the brush and then pick the water back up. And then we're gonna go in with that nice blue. Look at that. So pretty. So pretty! And then we go in for that darker one. Dab it up. If you dab up too much, you can put it back. So we're gonna go let that set and dry while we get our other components. So many components. So many components. Are we ready? Oh, don't let your brushes soak. Don't just drop them in the water. Don't drop them in the water. And I like to let my paints dry before I close them back up. I have fear of mold. And I don't like to trap the water in, right? So I'm going to let those dry. I'm going to set that over there and try not to spill it. We're going to hang this guy back up. And then we've got components. We have a piece of acetate. You want like packaging acetate, something that's a little bit sturdier, because this is going to hold our components. And I got us a bat. This is a Recollections bat. I got us a skeleton. I don't know if we'll use the skeleton, but I brought him out. And we're going to die cut him because he's going to be super easy. And we have our ghost from Simon. I don't have any ghosts from Simon Early. Sir, you need some ghosts. I have, who is this? You guys say it with me. Stampers Anonymous. Okay. I think the only Halloween stuff I has from Simon Hurley is his monsters. The fall collection has a bat. The fall collection has a beautiful bat. The fall sampler is what it's called. It has a beautiful bat. But I don't think there's a ghost in there. Now I must see. Because our monsters, we could totally put a monster in here. And we have before. Fall, Halloween, fall. Oh, it does have a ghost. But he's cute. He's too cute for this. And the bats. Aren't they pretty? But we're going to use this guy. And we're going to use that other bat. But just so you know, I need not so cute ones. Flaky sound or just... anybody else having issues with my sound? I think Snowball is dying on me. Honestly, because I use this ghost a lot. He's a good ghost. And we're going to use him again. And I brought out the moon, because the moon is going to go somewhere else. Oh, have that one. Is it all freeform, watercolor, or a stamp? Oh, the trees. This is a stamp and embossed. That is the Whimsical Woods by Simon Hurley. It's the red rubber stamp. It's 2 chunks, so you can stamp quite a few trees if you want. It's 2 chunks. I had to refresh to match sound to you. You froze for a second. I'm sorry. Oh, we need our vellum. Thank goodness it's sitting right here. Question. I forgot. Is our... No, he's just... I have these vellum strips. I have an obscene amount of them because I made wedding cards once. That one's a little bit bigger though. I made wedding cards. There we go. And so this was all the leavovers from wedding cards. And I have yet to use it. I should ship it out and be like, here's scraps of vellum. Do with it as you may. But then they'll be like, why is this girl sending me chunks of vellum? I think our project called for at least 2 ghosts. At least 2. So we're going to get our stamping platform. Well, it is flat. Our stamping platform. Sorry. Can you tell I'm tired? I apologize. You have that stamp too. Yeah. Sound seems better. Okay. We're going to put, well, first we got to clean these because we didn't clean them after we used them. Who does that? Cleaning? What? Okay, we're going to tear this off and put it back on it. And I like the Simon Hurley, oops, I think that's wrong. Let's try it this way. The red rubber stamps come on this nice piece of plastic, and I'm not going to call it acetate because it's much thicker than normal acetate. It's a nice clear piece of plastic, and they stick, and they do good. They normally stick. If they don't stick, put some clean water on the back and clean them. Whimsical Woods 2-piece set. There it is. Whimsical Woods. Look at me. I put it away. Put it away. Okay, so we're going to get our vellum and our ghost. We're going to stamp that. And we're going to do another Versa mark. And we're going to stamp him. Okay. And then we're going to emboss him. Again, we're going to pull out our Lost Shadow because he's supposed to be a spook, right? He's kind of see-through. And did we powder? No. Are we going to be okay? Yes. We're going to close that. We're going to get our heat tool. Isn't he lovely? Ugh, he's so cute. Okay. So, we'll just stick that. We'll just stick it and re-stick it. There's a little spot on that piece of vellum. We're going to try and avoid it. And we're going to fussy cut these 2 little boos out. Boos! This booze for you. Lock it. Set it. And then lift and repeat embossing steps. Oops. Try not to brush it off either. Unless it's in an area that needs brushed off. Like right here. I don't know what's going on here. We're going to get a dry brush and just... There it is. Okay. Let's heat set that little one. So we got our 2 ghosts ready. Okay. Put our powder back. Now we need some die cut in pieces, which is fine because we pulled out some paper for that. And our ghost doesn't matter that it's who, but our bats, we want kind of a thicker paper because we're going to be pulling and stuff, and so our bats are going to be going up and down, so we do want a little bit of a sturdier paper, which this paper feels like it could be 80 pound, so this one will be just fine. This one will be just fine. We're going to cut our skeleton, which I'm not sure if we're going to use, and then we're going to do a couple of bats, and then our moon. And we have some bats left over in here, but I don't know, we might, I love this set. There's so many. These ones have some texture paste on them. Look at how cute they are, right? That one's actually flies that way. We might use those, but I feel like maybe we should just do our own in that guy. And I don't know. We'll do some bats. We're gonna die cut some bats. And we're gonna do the small moon. I do love the small moon. And then we're gonna do that. We're gonna do all of that. We're gonna do it all. We're gonna get those from the edge. Will those all fit on one pass? No! Yes! Maybe so. I don't know. We're gonna see if we can get this through our... I could pull out my big die cutting machine, but we're gonna see if we can make it all fit in one go. We're gonna cram and go. Get our big pieces on first, right? Because those are important. And then we're gonna fill in around. We're using so many brands. We got Simon Hurley stuff. We got Recollections. We got Tim Holtz stuff. Scrapbook.com stuff. we got all this stuff, you guys. Because nobody said I could not mix and match all of my things. So that's what we're doing. Mixing and matching. Sean, the man we made minutes. Hello, sir. Chicken nuggies. Get some dishes done? What? Who? Ah. Okay. Look at that. That was nice. Which is fabulous. Look at that bat. Oh, the bats. And then I need one more of this bat. One more. Because these bats, or two, I don't know. We need those bats. My diorama has two bats on the move. What is going on here? This little bat is misbehaving. And then our little skeleton. Oh no, he didn't cut all the way through. Okay, we're going to cut our skelly again because he didn't cut all the way through. And that's probably because he's on the edge. He's living on the edge. Get off. Okay, and that's all right. If at first you don't succeed, do it again. I know. I'm cheesy. But not. Wait, no witches? Yeah, no witches today. I mean, I have a witch, but again, I don't think I have enough room for a witch, which is kind of sad. And Simon Hurley, I don't have a witch from you either. I need all of the spooky things, Mr. Simon Hurley. Spooky pumpkins. I know I have spooky pumpkins from Mr. Tim Holtz, but I need spooky pumpkins from Mr. Simon Hurley. I need spooky pumpkins, spooky all the things. A cauldron, a witch. And I do have a witch from also Sizzix and Tim Holtz, I do believe. But it's just, one is never enough. I need them in the Simon Hurley visual style. Okay, and then that should be cut out, and we'll get one more bat because I have the room, so we're gonna cut it. And then we're gonna see if our little dude came out this time. Yes, he did. Look at our little dude. Our little bones. Our little bones. Our baby bones. Our teeny weeny bones. I have so much stuff out today. So much. Sorry this is going to be a long video, but if Debbie J were here and we were on her channel, we'd be there forever. So you get me. You get me? You get me? Okay, let's do some coloring. We're going to pull out our lovely stick mat again, which is not so sticky. But don't worry. If you clean it, it will become sticky again. We're going to do our moon. This is the back piece. This is the front piece. Apparently, we don't get to do the moon because the moon is like, nope, not today. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so we have the moon, right? And the underbit, in my opinion, is like the shadowy bit, right? And then the top a bit is the bright bit. So we're going to think about this a second. We're going to do bright around the edge, and then darker in the center, and then even darker here. And we're going to use a little bit of shady. We're going to use this brush. And we're just going to do this. And we're going to have some dark areas. I don't even know. Hey, did that just line up like perfectly? Like, look at that. And then we're just gonna put a little bit more darker area, because why not? We want layers of darkness. Layers of darkness. And then we're gonna get a little bit of Black Widow, and we're gonna get Black Widow's brush, because that is, where's Black Widow's brush? I think you're it. And then we're gonna just go, I forget, I just inked this. Look how much black just came out of there. Oh, let's be careful. Let's take some of that off. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So there we go. I don't want it. We're just gonna get some area extra dark, because then that'll help lighten up some area. Ugh. Isn't that glorious? That Black Widow is so nice. There we go. And then we'll have our little moon sit. Look at that. Oh, I like that. I like it. Okay. Let's clean up that hot mess. Get that. My bad. Okay. There's that. And then our top piece is going to be a bit of cookie dough. That's going to be our lightest piece. We're going to take cookie dough around the outside. I need to re-ink cookie dough. It's been a while. Get that cookie dough on there. And then we're going to step it up a notch. And we're going to go with some grrr. Grrr. We're going to find Grr's brush. And then we're going to do the inside. And we're going to have a brown moon because nobody told me I couldn't have a brown moon. And I think I'm going to offset mine just a teeny bit so we get that nice black that we put in there, because we can do whatever we want. But look at that. Moon and swoon. Bloody bones. Is that on marker paper? Mine came, Walmart had for $5. No marker paper. This is, it's a cardstock. I don't know what brand it is because sometimes I have paper in my stash that I get from things and forget to label it. And this is one of those forgot to labels. I don't know. It is a paper of some sort. Okay, and then we're going to glue this. Yeah, marker paper. Wait. There we go. We're still going to line the moon up like it's supposed to, but we're just going to offset it for a little bitty shadow. Melissa K, hello, hello. And Creatively Melissa, hello. I don't know if I said hello. Yeah. I keep mine in pouches, and what's really funny is the unknown paper is in a pouch. It just, and it could be accent opaque, but I don't think so. It does feel a little bit different. So there's our moon. Oh, I should have colored that guy while I had cookie dough out. I almost tried to clean that off on my... He's gonna be dirty, Mr. Bones, because we're picking up some of that black or the shady too, which is fine. Because he's been rolling around in the dirt for a few years. Okay, there's our Mr. Bones. He's very nice and dirty. That can go with our moon, and then our bats. Our bats. You know what? I think we're just going to do the bats black. I know, we could have cut them out of black paper, but sometimes we forget what we're doing, right? So we're going to do our bats black. So if you cut them out of white and you're like, oh, I should have did them in black, this is what you can do. you can do. We'll check to make sure we have all of our bats. Okay, and then we're going to take, because Black Widow has its own brush, and we already know that it's like super duper juicy. We're gonna gentle tap this time. Oh, look at that. Instant gratification. Like, look at that. Ooh. I tapped a little bit too hard. Look at these bats. That one's nice. But he needs to be dark. It's gotta be like everybody else. Isn't that just... I think I over-inked. I'm pretty sure I over-inked, but you know what? It didn't seem like I did, because I didn't put a lot on the pad. I think I did one pass, but look at those bats. Ugh. Ooh, our bats should sparkle. Let's sparkle our bats. Oh, and this will be nice because the sprays, the sprays are water. They have watery stuff in them, but the ink is water reactive. So when we spray it, it should react, and we might get a neat texture. Let's go with Neptune. Why? Because it's the one I grabbed. It's the one I grabbed. Solar spray. Solar spray, solar spray. Probably gonna make a mess here, but... Oh! Ho, ho, ho. Look at those. Look at our bats. Oh, we're gonna leave those to dry. Let's set those right there. Neptune. Thank you, Neptune. I know it wasn't green. It wasn't green. Are you guys so proud of me? It wasn't the green one. Ghost. I had a mental block there. Go away. Just, sir. Aw. Sean got to go to lunch with Cordelia. Yeah, you can't tell me not to be jelly, because I'm so jelly. That's some hello spooky, right? But I can't be jealous since you didn't tell me not to be, says Pam. Right? I'm gonna be jelly, even though I shouldn't be, because I have met Mr. Sean twice now. I know you guys are jelly. I'm jelly. We're all jellies. We're just a bunch of jellies floating in, looking for. Anyways, don't be jelly. How can I? We're just die cutting our little ghosties. It's fine. I know, Melissa K. I know. You guys are jelly of that too. I know. Deborah, she should be here. She should be here soon. Soon. And then you guys will be even more jelly because on Saturday we're going to go visit Mary Alice. Mary Alice in her home. So we get to see Mary Alice's chickens. I know you guys are really bummed about that. But I'm going to take pictures if she'll let me. I'm sure she will. I'm going to take pictures and then we'll share them. We'll share them on Discord and Facebook. But, yeah, you guys, 4 days, the Chat with Sassy's Crafty Friends Facebook chat rooms will be closed because I don't have access to them. I will probably never have access to them again because, whoa. Abraham, hello, listening while doing a little bit of shopping. Okay, so we have our ghosts, we have our moon, we have our dude, and we have our bats. We have our bats drying over there. And then the other thing we need to do, which I have a chunk of paper here, is we need to do our mechanism. I know. So the mechanism, you guys have seen it where you pull the tab and the things move up and down, right? And that's what we need to do. We need to do a pull tab, which is where the moon comes in, right? We're going to do a pull this out and then the things will move. Which we should probably color this. But we also need to think first. Think before we do. Because we need to put foam tape. We need to put foam tape on either sides so that there's room for things to slide. So we need this piece of paper to be smaller than this piece of paper. Okay. And in order to realize what size we need, we're going to take our foam tape. And it doesn't have to be super thick. We just need a little bit of room for like a second piece of paper to slide through. Okay, so we're going to put a piece of foam tape at the bottom, and it doesn't have to go precisely to the bottom, but yeah, we're gonna do it. It's there. Okay, and then we're gonna snip, and then we're gonna do this again. Right there. Okay. That is, yeah. We're going to leave the top open. Okay, we're going to leave the top open for our mechanism to slide in and out. And the paper's so thick, we're not going to worry about sagging. You guys, if you worry about sagging, but I will be stopping at Blick's. Nice. Containers. Container store. Organizing stuff. The closet. So what we need is a piece that's going to go in here. Okay. But this piece is a little too small. So we're going to put our piece like so. Okay. And we're going to mark it off by that. You like how I marked that? We don't measure. We don't need the stinking measures. We're gonna chop that right off. T, not afraid of color. She's lurking. So this will give us just like 1/8 of an inch on either side. Just a little bit of room. Okay. And then we do want it... it can go all the way to the bottom. We just don't want it sticking out. So we literally can make it the same size or just go in a tiny bit. And I'm just going to go in a tiny bit. gonna go in just a tiny bit. Okay. So there's our pull out area. Everything's falling. Okay. So there's that. Okay. So then when we put our card base on, whatever I did with it, we do have a card base somewhere. We have a nice 5x7, right? So then there's that. Well, that would be the top. Okay. So then we have that. But we need our pull, right? So that's where the moon comes in. Okay. And then we just need enough of the moon to grab a hold of to pull the paper out, right? And we're going to put our moon this way. Okay. We're going to do it like that. So then we're going to glue this down. I'm going to hold that like so. And then we're just going to glue like so. And then they'll pull the moon and the things should move. And the things should move. Okay. So then we have this part. Okay. So like a half an inch in is, or on the ends is about a half an inch of foam tape, right? And we have Mr. Bones, which he could be on the inside. I'm not sure. He could be on the inside. But we're going to get our X-Acto knife. Or you guys can get out your slider cutters. Or maybe you have things that will cut the little slidey bits. But we're going to put... I don't want to cut all this up, but we're going to. Because we need a slidey bit down the center. I think we're going to cut this piece out here. And then we'll cut a piece out here. And then we'll cut a piece out here. And we're going to try and be tidy about it. But we're going to, yeah, we're just going to try and be tidy about it. And then we should have used, this should have been watercolor paper. And then we could have done this sky again. So when it was sitting back there, it's all right. It's all right. We'll figure it out. Okay. So I'm going to do, and you can use your T-ruler to draw a straight line. Because we want it straight, right? We don't want it too crooked. So I'm actually going to draw this time. And I'm just going to do a little bitty rectangle for our mechanism. And it doesn't have to be, I don't know. We're just going to go from there to there. I think this will be enough. I don't know. We're going from a 2, I don't know what that is, 2.5 to 9. So we're going to come up to here. We're going to go to the 9 and then the 2.5. And the 9 to the 2.5. And then over here, there's the 9 and that 2.5. Those are on the centimeter sides. I'm just picking some areas. Okay. And we'll cut them all off at the same height-ish. That one's kind of big. It's alright. That one's kind of wide. We could go in and fix that, but we're not going to. And we're going to save these little pieces because we might be able to put them back. This is watercolor, so we got to do some extra slicings, it looks like. And embossing. I mean, we did emboss in watercolor all the things. Okay, so there's the first one. See, with the lines, you could totally put this in your slicer, you know, whatever. You don't have to do it with an X-Acto knife, but you can. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Okay. I don't know. Does anybody know? Nice. Jenny G. Wait, what did Jenny G do? Thanks. They have been there 2 months. Hopefully the other granddaughter will not be there much longer. Oh, out of the NICU? Probably. Nice. Nice. Congratulations. Honestly, don't know what these are called. But, people have been doing them for a long time. You can even cut circles and put, like, foam tape and stuff and pennies, and then just have them slide on a penny. Slider cards. Penny slider cards, like you put, where is something? Okay, so a penny slider is you cut the slot big enough for some foam tape, and then you put the foam tape on this guy and on a penny behind, and then he would slide and turn on a penny. Okay, or a piece of paper. I like the penny because it's just heavy, but we're doing this just a little bit different because I just thought it would be great, right? You glued your card backward. That's okay, because I have I was putting labels on envelopes the other day, and I put a label on upside down. So somebody out there is getting an envelope that's upside down. So there's that. Okay. Oh, it's my son. Okay. Okay. She can come up if she wants.
I said you were doing the lives.
Yeah, she knows. Okay. A7T ruler. Spinner cards, because the stuff was on yeah. It's a slider card. But yes, we're going to do slider. Because we're going to pull and it's going to slide. And then we need our piece of acetate. We want something a little bit sturdy. So we're going to grab some packaging acetate. Because you know you buy some stuff with windows and it's a little bit thicker. That's what this is. Then we're going to cut little bitty strips. We're going to cut some little bitty strips. They don't have to be ginormous. I'm going to do like whatever this is. There's a little bitty strip. Don't strip your clothes, just strip the thingy. No!
Hi, all the peoples.
It's Deborah. Deborah's in the house. There her is. It's about time you take your time driving, lady.
I'm sore. 5 hours.
You guys, she's here.
She's here.
Coming another item from Amanda. Okay. Oh, and if you live in California near Riverside, California, Amanda's looking for help. Pear Blossom I had to look to see where she was. I would have applied. But, yeah, so, wait, where's my stuff? I can't see. So we have 2 ghosts. So we need 2 ghosts. There's 2 ghosts and 2 to 3 bats. 1, 2, 3. 2 ghosts, 2 to 3 bats. Okay. And then we need to do some bendies. Some bendies! I'm excited for the 1/4 and 1/8 inch lip. Oh, on the T ruler. Okay, so then we need to mount our bat into the slider thingy. And you guys, I'm just trying to figure this out in my head because I don't ever really have this stuff planned out. We just, was there a video from a place with sliders? I don't know. I mean, I have videos in the past where I've done stuff like this. This one's a little bit more complex. I'm sure there's videos if you Google or just put slider cards. And then an A2 ruler, Pear Blossom Press has a new T ruler that's a little bit, it's smaller. So you're not grabbing out this ginormous thing and trying to do stuff. So it's smaller. And then it's got a lip so that you can do the things. But, yeah. We're doing the things. We're doing the things. So, what we're going to do is we're going to set this in here. I think we definitely need to color that. Even if it's behind there, I think we should just color it blue. But we're going to put our little thing in here. So we need a bend. So we're going to bend this. How much of a bend? As much as you need to glue it down. So I got a bend there. Okay. And then I think I'm going to bend it back the other way. I don't need too much hanging out. So I'm going to bend it like that. And then I'm going to have my bat there. And then when I pull, he should pull. Okay, so there's that. And then I want, now the other thing to remember is once you glue down one of your moving items, it becomes a stopper, right? This is going to be glued to this. So when this is glued down to that, and then we pull it up, it becomes the stopper. And this is going to stop right there because that is going to stop it. So if we put something up here above, it's going to stop it there. It's going to stop it at whatever's closest. I hope that makes sense. So if we put a mechanism way up here at the top, this is not going to move because we're going to have a stopper right there. So we want to keep all of our little mechanisms down low. But we want a ghost up here, so what we're going to do is turn our mechanism so it's glued down low, but then the arm reaches out. That's why we're using clear stuff, because it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter if it's sticking out being all clear. But we do need to color this. We do need to color this because it's going to show through and it's going to bother me that it's not colored. So we're going to color this. But is Miss Pam leaving us or is she just sending hugs? Hugs, all her friends. I believe nap time. Oh, her's going to go take a nap. Happy napping. Happy napping. We're going to take a moment and just color this. And we're just going to throw down some ink. We're just going to throw down some ink. We could use polar skies. Can we? Oh. No, we can't because the moon. If I hadn't glued the moon down. That's alright. You know what we're going to do? We're going to use this one anyways. Oh, look at how nice that is. We're like getting different blues in there. Oops, my moon. Oh, dummy. That's all right. It's all right. I was so excited about what I was doing that I forgot that our moon is showing. I just got some moon color on my moon. Wait. Will that work? I don't even know. Let's get... It's all right. We did it a little bit. We're gonna go through and just kind of get it on purpose a little bit, just so it blends in a little bit. Okay. Doesn't that look nice? Doesn't that? Yeah, we definitely, if next time, one, color your background before you put the moon on. I just want to blend out that mark a little bit. But look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And that is with my homemade polar skies. Will that ruin the inking for I don't know. I don't know, you guys. It's new to me. These new pads are new to me. So, hopefully if I re-ink it, it'll be fine. But look at that. Okay. I should probably clean that. Probably shouldn't have used that. I should have moved my cut mat. But look it. Uh-oh. We lost the bat. Batman down! Batman down! She's not... You're gonna just use it like my... Can you use your die? Yeah. I could have. I should have. Cordelia. He was here and told me I couldn't be jelly. And I told him, I'm so jelly. Cordelia. Okay. We're going to move that because I honestly don't need it. But we're going to put this together. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. So we're going to set this down at its lowest spot. Oh, doesn't that look so much nicer than our white spots? I know. Oh, and what did Linda say? Because, yeah, I wasn't listening. Put a dye over it. Yeah. Guys, I get impatient. I just want it done. Sometimes my projects are a little too long. Okay, so where is... I think, okay, I've got 4 strips here. Here's our ghosts. There's some bats. I lost... It's not stuck to my shirt. Okay, we need to cut another strip because I done lost the one I folded over. We done did it. Those are the 4. Also lost the acetate that we were chopping up. There's a catastrophe. Catastrophe. Where? Where's my acetate? I should have put a piece of tape on it. I can't find it. That was a good piece of acetate too. Where'd it go? That's not gonna work. That's not it. Not on my mat. It's not there. It's not there. It's not there. It's not there. Guys, I lost my acetate. I need one more piece. I keep looking on the floor, but it is not on the floor. It's a lot of workout. It's no. But you know, it happens, right? Like it was right here. Okay, you know what that just means though, right? We just need to tidy up a tiny bit. We're gonna tidy up just a tiny bit. We already have that all cut out, so we don't need that. We don't need our scissors. Well, we might need the scissors, but we can get those back out easily. There's the acetate. There is the sheet of acetate. Okay, we found the sheet of acetate. So there. Can't even. Yeah, it's on the mat. It's under the ink. It's on the cutter where we left it. Okay, so let's do this again. Oh my goodness. We're going to take this, we're going to set it in here, and we're going to try not to move things. You can even put it in your stick mat so everything kind of stays put. And then we're going to do a bend. We're going to do a bend because this piece needs to be glued in there, okay, at the bottom. And then we're going to do another bend to hold our bat. So we're going to bend it like so. We just made a Z basically. A nice funky Z. Okay. And then our ghost, we're going to put on here. But we just need to put it, we're going to put like a little zigzag here. Because this is going to be under the bat a little bit. And I think that'll be fine. And then we're going to do another zigzag like so. And then our ghost, I don't know, I'll figure that out. And then we could have like little Skelly like jumping for joy. I don't know. Or hanging upside down by his ankles. I don't know. Or he could be on the inside, like peeking up when that comes up. Okay, and then we're gonna get another bat. Get another bat. And then we're going to get another one of these. You know what? I'm going to put this guy over here. I'm put him over there. And then I'm going to cut this a little bit skinnier. And then that one is going to sit in there a little bit differently. So we're going to cut a little bit skinnier piece. I think it'll be fine. Okay. And then we're just going to put this one like in here. I think that'll work for you. Okay. And then we're going to put you, our little zigzagging piece, we're going to put that like that. And we're going to put that guy like so. And then we'll put our little piece. That's going to go down there. That'll be fine. And then we're going to zigzag this piece. I don't know. I'm just hoping. I hope it works out. Oh, I bent that wrong ways. We'll do it. We'll bend the other one, the bottom one, the other way. It'll be fine. And it'll be like that. Because then that should be a stopper at the bottom. Okay, and then we need tape. We need to tape these things. This tape is a little bit wider than this strip. That's okay. If you have tape that's a little bit wide, it's not a big deal. We're just going to cut it and cut it. Okay. So I'm going to cut this right down the side, like so. Okay. And we're going to peel this. Okay. And then we're going to make sure this is where it needs to be. And I'm going to set this on here. And there's a piece of fuzz. You guys, a piece of fuzz. Backseat driving. I don't even know. Where did that come from? Okay. Oops, no. I need this. That goes like that. That goes like that. And I still did it wrong. I don't know what I did. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. And then we're going to add I don't know what I did. I thought I had that planned out a little bit better. But I feel like... There we go. There we go. And then we have that little bit of tape that we had, which should be this size. Look at that. Look at that! He tells me how to get out of the grocery store parking lot. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'd be like, oh, you can get out now. I don't need no side seat drivers. And then, because it's a ghost, and it is what it is. Nope. We're gonna move that. We're gonna move it down. We're gonna cut that fold off that I had. It's all an experiment, you guys, because I don't know nothing. Stick that. Okay. Nope. Gotta go that way. Okay. That one is on there. That one is on there. Okay, and then this guy, he's going here. This one is going to be a little bit trickier to glue down because of the way I have it. It'll be fine, though. Yeah. Make sure we got glue going on the proper side. Or not. Come on. Sticky, sticky. Nope. Be careful. Elizabeth, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I dropped... That tape is so... Okay, we're just going to leave that there. Because we flubbed it up. We dropped it where it didn't need to be. Okay, let's try this again. Put our little ghost back in there. We're going to do this a little bit differently. Maybe. I don't know. I need this to stay put. I need that to stay put. That's my biggest thing. I need that to stay put. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure it stays put. We need you to stay. Will you stay stuck to that? I don't think it will, because that's that. We're gonna make it stick. Don't worry, we'll figure this out, you guys. Okay, so now we should be able to stick our stuff without it falling apart. Sorry. Nobody will know except the people watching and the people on the replay. Okay, so we're gonna do this again. I can't believe I did that. Yes, I can. That is something I would totally do. But we're gonna do it again. Hopefully, we're gonna do it right this time and not again as in mess it up again, because that would be terrible. Okay. Now we're gonna open, says me, stuffy, or don't, but I really need you to. Okay. There. That's much better. Much better. And then we're gonna fold over for our bat, which is going to go there. And we're going to cut some of this acetate off, and then we'll put our little bit of glue tape there. And I don't need to go all the way to the edge with that because some of that's showing, but oh well. Okay. And then they do fold flat, right? Because you've put a little crease in there. Look at it. We could even put him on that one. And then he would slide with that one. And then I did, or no, because we did do this one here. So we'll put that one there. But we definitely don't need that one as big. So we're going to put some tape on this one. If we can find the end of it. So it wobbles and slides. I snapped at her a couple of weeks ago, did apologize, but I told her I've been driving. Right? Like, it'd be one thing if you're a reckless driver and you need to be reminded to slow down and don't follow too close and stuff like that, but like, if you've been driving for a spell and you know how the things go, like, we know, right? Nope. And then I bent that one up because we can put it any way we want. Oops. Okay, and if your tape is sticking out, don't panic. Grab your anti-static and just powder it. Okay? That way there you don't have anything sticky that shouldn't be sticky. It's probably a good idea to do them anyways. And I have one more ghosty. And you know what we can do with the ghosty? Is we can probably add it to the same Yep. I think we're gonna do that. And then we'll crank it upwards by just twisting it up. There we go. And I'll get some tape on that. No, my anti-static tool will not disappear, Missy. No. No. It's my anti-static powder tool. Get your own. Not doing what I need it to do. Here we go. I just twisted this one in all kinds of ways. This one's Melissa K and K Melissa. We have all the Melissas. K. Okay. And then while this one is flat, I just want to make sure that my ghosty is going to be in right. Now, does it matter that he's like not perfect? And you could totally just be done with your cart. Like, you could put these little acetate pieces on just so your stuff sticks up. You don't have to put them on wobblers and things, and you definitely don't have to do what we're doing here, right? I don't know how to get it off. I used quite a bit. Do I care? No. Am I sad? No. Is it wasteful? No. Why? Because we can use this again. Don't worry. Don't worry about the mint tape. Neat, 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 neat. Look at and then all we got to do now is get our card base yet once again. Make sure the bottom is at the bottom. And then we're going to peel just two sides because we need to make sure we line this up good. We don't want to fluff it up. We don't want to fluff it up. So we're going to flag our tape out just a little bit, okay? So we have enough to grab onto. Enough to grab onto and enough for the paper to grab onto, okay? So we're going to take everything. We're holding everything together. Hold it together, people. Hold it together. And then all of this piece that is not sticky, we're going to start there. Okay, we're going to start there. We know that we have a border. So we're kind of eyeballing where that border should be. Okay. And then we stick. And because we have three little areas, if we messed up, we can take it. Do you need a no, these are our stoppers. These are our stoppers. Remember? I told you if you put these too far up, it's not going to go. So we have them way down here. They're going to be our stoppers. So then we just pull our tape and press. Pull our backing. How rude! So we've got to get creative here and pull that backing off of that one. It's fine though. Who's at 7? Oh, Jana. Jana is live on Cat Scrappiness, I think. So this is going to be bigger than a 5x7 because of our moon. But see? I can't go nowhere. It has stooped. Now, if we'd have thought about this a little bit, we could have... You know, I didn't even think about that. We could still probably do it. Just squeeze these in there. I think so. I probably should have put some glue on that. But we're going to be very careful with our glue. Because I don't need it spilling out. Gonna dap it, tap it, dab it, dab nab it. I don't know. It's not too hard to put them back in. But if you think about it, put them in first. This one we'll have to kind of see. Is that that one? No, it definitely goes this way. It's a little crooked. Oh no, we fixed it. We fixed it. Grunge paper for Abraham. Do you need a blue card? Yeah, see, that's... We just put the cut pieces back. We put the cut pieces back. So then it's not white. But yes, we should have done a blue card base. Or put the cut pieces back. And then you could have a little message in there. If we'd used a smaller moon or whatever, you could put a little message in there. But yeah, it is what it is. And then it will mail. You just need a bigger envelope because the moon. But I will probably not mail it. I will probably keep it because it's wiggly cute. But like I said, you could totally glue these guys down with acetate. See how much more movement they get because they're not a wobbler. So you could totally do that. But we have accessories. We have accessories. I think we're going to put this accessory on the inside. We're going to put him there. He's just going to be like that. And because we have all these things. We have another bat. Oh, we should put our bat on the moon. Oh, I think I like that. Oh, I think I like that. We're going to put that guy there. Wait, what's sticking out? I don't know. So many things already sticking out. It doesn't matter, right? Glue him down, glue him down, glue him down. Because he's going to be, like, popping under the foam tape. So we need to make sure that one's glued down. And then we have our little bitty bats, like this guy. Oh, see? And then... even though they're different brands and stuff, because we use the same colorant and stuff on them, they look like they go together. Because we made them so. We made them so. This guy's, he found something on the floor, and now he's flying up. He's taken off. I don't know. He went down for a bug. He went down for a bug, he got his bug, and now he's got to go fly back up. Put him there. And then we have another little guy. Yep. Oh, the ears, I forgot. This guy is going to be flying like that. I don't want him. I want this guy. I want this guy who looks like he's flying away. Yes. And the bats are colored with Black Widow. And then we sprayed the... that. Neptune. We sprayed Neptune on it. Okay. Look at it. It's there. could totally have a hidden message right there. Or you could have it on the inside, which we're going to do. We're going to glue some stuff on the inside. We're going to put our little dude. Because we cut it out. Because we weren't sure. And it's okay. And even if we didn't use them on the inside, if you cut the things out and you're not sure, and then you decide not to use them, put them back with the die cut. So when you grab that die cut, he's already in there ready to go. Or if you have an ephemera thingy, throw him in with the Halloween stuff. Okay? And then we're going to grab our tweezins. And we have you could give him a necktie, some hair, but we're just gonna put that guy up there. Okay, so that's the inside. We don't do that a lot, but we did an inside. And then we did an outside. And we pull. Okay. 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 Oh, I know, he's so fabulous. The bat on the moon. Thank you. Thank you. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. And, Miss Debbie J, I hope they get your internet fixed so that we can get together. Because it's just not the same. We could have been harassing Debbie J the entire time we were making this. But look at it. Oh, this. I love this. You guys, I'm impressed by all the things. But that background came together so fast because all the colors were already in the pad. Like, yes, please. Okay, but yeah. Another thing you could do too, right, is you could make the moon twice. And hear me out. You make the moon twice, exactly the same. Then you cut one of those moons in half. And you glue half the moon to the front. And then you could pull it up. But it would be interesting. Oh, no, you know what you do? Oh, we missed opportunity. Missed opportunity. If we would have had this come up, we could have glued this part of the moon to this, and then the moon would have sat over the top of this. Oh, that would have been cool. Missed opportunity. But you hear what I'm saying? Like a paper clip. Like the moon would be glued up here, and then we could use and put it over the top. Oh well. You live and learn. But yeah, those are options. Or you could have a teeny weeny pull tab. And you don't need a moon. And then you have lots of space to put a word or whatever in there. Or little ghosts. That Lost Shadow is a perfect color for them. Just to be so spooky. No. Missed opportunity is a missed opportunity. No, maybe next year we'll think of something, and hopefully we'll do better. But so I have a couple of bats left, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put them right back in with our other bats. I didn't use these bats because I wanted the black background, but now I have a couple of black bats to go with my purple bats. And I'm just going to put them back in the packaging with all of the other things. But I got to put all this stuff away. But anyways, I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today. We might do TikTok, but that's at 8 o'clock, and I might not, because Deborah's here. I gotta go say hi to Deborah again. So until next time, my friends, stay crafty, stay safe, and we'll see you right around the bend. And I don't know when I'm going live again, so just hang out with me, put the bell on and all that stuff, and yeah. Our Wednesday Wheel of Brands of Names may or may not. We may move it to next Wednesday, but we'll see. Okay? So, anyways, it's still gonna happen. I just don't know when. Okay.